Hi, it's Dan again with D&D Thorough Home Inspections. Today we're going to talk a little bit about forced air combustible furnaces. Now, there's a variety of these out on the market, and a lot of the times people will look at the efficiency rating or efficiency percentage. And what that means is just how much fuel going to that unit is actually being used. You've got your lower efficiency ones, which range from about 60 to 65%. These don't have a blower. They use convection to get the byproducts out. Then you've got your mid efficiency, which runs about 80 to 83%. These do have a blower, and their combustion chambers are actually open. They typically have your monoport, or what they call in-shot burners. And then you have your high efficiency, which range about 90% and up. These have sealed combustion chambers, and if you're walking around the outside of the house and ever see two PVC pipes, it's typically a sign that you've got a high efficiency furnace inside. Now, some of the locations you can put these vary. You're not supposed to put your combustible furnaces in bedrooms, bathrooms, or any closets associated with those rooms, similar to your combustible water heaters. Now, there is an exception. Some areas will allow you to put a high efficiency furnace inside a bedroom or closet simply because that combustion air is being pulled from outside and not from that living space. Now, if you were to have one of these furnaces out in the garage, though, it would need to be 18 inches off the ground, and you need to have it protected, such as having a baluster or something in front of it. The next thing I want to talk about here is your furnace filter. Now, right over here on the back side is where the filter goes in. And you can see here, this is your circulating air return vent. So it goes down, and there's a line here showing where the filter actually sits. It just leans up against there. So that return air goes down and filters through before it gets to the blower. Now, the whole point of this, the filter, a lot of people think it's for the actual occupants, but the main reason of having a filter here on your return circulating air is to protect the blower, so you don't get a whole bunch of dust built up on there and risk ruining the blower. So, right here, we have a 1-inch disposable filter. Those are pretty typical. You want to replace those about every 1 to 3 months. You can also have your high efficiency filters. Those are the 4-inch thick ones. Those you want to replace maybe twice a year. Then you can also have electronic filters. Those consist of a couple of pre-filters, which you want to clean out 2 to 3 times a year. And then you've also got your main cells. Now, most of the manufacturers for those main cells and pre-filters say you could just vacuum them off or just hose them down. You want to check with the manufacturer, though, to make sure that that's okay. Alright, the next thing I want to talk about is actually inside the furnace. Hopefully right now you can hear that the fan is on, and behind this panel is a blower switch. So whenever you take this panel off, that switch should disengage and kill that fan. Hopefully you guys can hear that go off. But right here's that switch. You push it in and it should kick back on. Now, whenever you're inside here, things we're looking for are charred wire, any cracking, excessive rust. And if the furnace is actually running, we'll want to take a look in there and make sure it's a nice blue flame. Any yellow flame just means that there's incomplete combustion and something's wrong, so we'll write that up. That's really just some of the basics that we're looking for in here. Through the walls right here, we want to make sure there's no flexible connectors. It needs to be hard pipe going through the walls. And brass connectors are a big no-no as well. You don't want to see those on any appliances. Brass connectors have a warning out saying that they're known to leak. So if you ever see any of those, you want to get those switched out as soon as possible. So That's really a quick rundown on your forced air combustible furnaces. If you guys enjoyed this video or learned anything from it, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned. Thanks, and have a great day.